Flicks off the pad. Yeah, it is slower, but that's going to be a real test for the fielder who does well. Stops it from going past the boundary. I think the pitch we've seen does offer a fair bit for the bowlers. It's a nice bouncy track, and it does contain the batters. So I think that's certainly the reason for that. But then at the same time, the outfield being really quick and fast should also help the batters. A bit surprised with the maximum rate, just around about that 8 mark at the moment. Normally we expect to see that a bit higher, around about 10. So maybe we'll see some more maximums today.
Well, we've been talking quite a lot about the pitch, haven't we? That it's been behaving, I wouldn't say irregularly, but there's certainly a bit in there for the bowlers. And we're talking as well about the swing in the air. And there's a lot of movement. We replayed that ball just there in the previous over, and it's just moving a lot, especially early doors. I don't know, maybe it's the air pressure or the May celebrations, the fireworks in the air that are causing the ball to swing, but it's sing with ball in hand at the moment. That one swung straight into the gloves of the keeper. Certainly a nick on that, and that will be the end of Jay Gosalkar. He's been impressive for MSK so far this tournament, but he's going to have to depart here. 3 of 5 for him, and a good early wicket for the power hitters, 11 for 1.
Yeah, good one from the captain, but what a great grab that is from the wicket keeper, Vikash Yadav. Quick reactions, just gets one hand in the way and says, yeah, that's it, it's done and dusted. And Jay, to get him out early, that's a good result. Jay Gosalkar, remember when we saw him last time round, he certainly was batting very well. He scored some good runs for his side, 35 of 21 against Wiki United, and helped them, of course, get that victory. So, yeah, it's a nice one to pick up early. And that means, though, that Varun Prasad, who I'm sure is hungry for some runs, comes out, the big, tall, towering figure of Varun.
He's got off to a couple of starts so far in the 2 games, just not really pushed on. That probably explains why, especially that first game, they lost to Sweeky by 22 runs. Those are the kind of runs you expect someone like Prasad to score. So if he gets going here, it's quite a chance of putting on a good score for the Super Kings. But Jaswinder Singh, he's bowling well here at the moment. Well, I say that, and that one's a bit of a full bunger. And we're going to have to check that one for high. In any case, it's absolutely dispatched to the boundary by Varun Prasad. Someone of his quality, you don't want to give him a freebie first up, and that's exactly what that was.
Yeah, he's a tall man, and that probably goes against him, actually, because I think to a normal, average-sized man, that probably would have been a no ball, but that's probably just dipping. And I think the umpires are deciding that that's okay. But yeah, that's not where you want to be bowling to Varun. It's not a good delivery from Jaswinder. And battle, really, of the 2 captains here. And Varun Prasad gets that one away quite easily. And now just making some adjustments to his field here. He does push. I mean, he's setting a field to a bad ball, really. I think he's pushed a square leg back on the boundary on the leg side.
Yeah, I'd much rather see him push the ball across the left-hander, force Varun to play through the offside and put someone out there. But at the moment, yeah, just protecting that leg side boundary, but they're still having another discussion about it here.
Yeah, not sure what they're looking at here.
The second fielder they have out is a deep backward point. So it's a bit of a strange field, this one. Deep backward point and deep mid-wicket.
Well, this is what they might be having a look at, but I think there was no issues with that. That looks like it's coming downwards. You can see Varun is a tall man, his waist or above. So I think that's fine. I'm not sure if Tyrone Peters wanted to have just another look at that again. And there's the... Well, I'm not going to get too much with that because of the glare. But I don't think the boundary's an issue. They've got plenty of scorers about there and also the officials. So just a slight delay at the moment. Well, I think it was the boundary they were checking. And it has been given 6. So that's what it was. They weren't sure the boundary. And quite surprised, really, because that's happened kind of more or less where our officials are. But I suppose with the glare of the sun. Right, we've got that sorted. We'll carry on. Jaswinder wants a good reply here.
Indeed. Well, there's a big appeal. And Jaswinder is absolutely convinced. The fielder from point comes absolutely tearing in. You see him there joining Jaswinder in the twin appeal. Nothing doing for the umpire, though.
Well,